Hey folks, it's November the 27th, 2024, and the situation in Eastern Europe has taken an interesting turn. Our pal Russia is reportedly preparing for another intercontinental ballistic missile strike on Ukraine. This follows recent escalations, including multiple missile attacks launched by Ukraine using weapons supplied by the United States. It will be exciting to see whether Russia equips its ICBM this time around with warheads. Anyway, here's everything we know so far about this rapidly developing global crisis. Russia has issued a notice to air missions, often referred to as a NOTAM, closing its airspace over Kapustin Yar until November 30th. This is the same site from which the new Oreshnik ballistic missile was launched last week, which apparently, depending on the news outlet, obliterated a munitions factory in Ukraine. With Ukraine responding by striking Russia's Kursk region using attack UMS missiles supplied by the United States, the Russian Ministry of Defense has confirmed it is preparing retaliatory measures. Analysts speculate that this could involve another ICBM launch, possibly on a larger scale. Over the past week, Ukraine launched strikes targeting key Russian military installations, reportedly destroying an S-400 launcher, damaging radar systems, and killing personnel. We reported on this yesterday. Since then, Russia has retaliated with massive drone attacks on Ukraine, disrupting energy supplies in the east. On the battlefield, Moscow's forces claim to have captured the village of Kopani in a previously stable region near Kupiansk. Speaking of Russian progress, it was reported within the last few hours that Russian forces are advancing in Ukraine at the fastest rate since the early days of the 2020-22 invasion, taking an area half the size of London over the past month, analysts and war bloggers said on Tuesday. Interesting, indeed. Meanwhile, tensions aren't confined to Ukraine. NATO reconnaissance flights have increased along the borders of Poland, Lithuania, and Belarus, and a U.S. nuke sniffer plane has been deployed to monitor for radiation, hinting at fears of a nuclear escalation. The U.S. has ramped up its readiness with a Boeing E-4B Doomsday Plane on patrol over Kansas and Missouri, equipped to command the military during a nuclear event. A Cobra Ball reconnaissance plane is monitoring missile activity, while a nuclear detection aircraft has been deployed to track potential fallout. These movements suggest preparations for worst-case scenarios, including the possibility of a Russian nuclear strike. As the Ukraine-Russia conflict intensifies, other nations are being drawn into the fray. Reports indicate Iran has threatened Israel over recent aggression, moving ballistic missiles within its borders. Meanwhile, North Korea appears to be expanding its weapons production facilities, supplying missiles to Russia in what could signal a deepening military alliance. Amid these developments, economic sanctions are squeezing Russia, with the ruble falling to its lowest level since March 2022. Yet Kremlin officials seem unfazed, framing the weak currency as an advantage for exports. Perhaps it is, I'm unsure, really. What are your thoughts on that? Please comment down below and let me know. Statements from Kremlin officials claim that Donald Trump's team has shown interest in negotiating peace, contrasting with the Biden administration's provocative escalatory actions. NATO discussions about supplying Ukraine with medium-range missiles like Tomahawks have also fueled Russian warnings about further escalation. Alex Jones claims to have inside knowledge, speaking to Donald Trump and his leadership team being in talks with Putin and the Russians in an attempt to negotiate a means for peace. With Russia accusing NATO of planning to arm Ukraine with nuclear weapons, the potential for catastrophic conflict looms larger than ever. Dmitry Medvedev warned that such a move would be interpreted as a direct nuclear attack on Russia. As this crisis unfolds, it's crucial to remain informed and vigilant. If a major event occurs, updates will be shared immediately. Yep, folks, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss critical developments. I appreciate you for tuning in during these uncertain times. Talk to you soon.